Kreg excitedly watched as the champion of the boiling kettle, a blind half-orc named Doze, easily dispatched his opponents before jumping into the ring himself. The two battled hard, but in the end, the little gnome came out on top. Doze joined the group for a drink, telling them how he worked as an advising guard at the castle. When they told Doze the danger coming Mace's way, he made sure they'd have an audience with the king the very next day. It was only at this point that they realized their number was one short. Jelltur had used the excitement of the pit to slip away and begin his recon at COS Manor. You get to the outer gates of the manor, and I would like for you to make another stealth check as guards are moving around.
Crit, so 30.
Alright, they don't even notice you. You could be standing on the stoop, they wouldn't notice you. But you do see this large manor house, and it does look a lot like the blueprints that Bryn had shown you. It is... At one point it looked like it was probably made of pure white marble. But moss, vines, nature is overtaking it. The towers, the spires on it make it look like a children's toy castle. But it's there. It's something you can start maneuvering around if you want to try and get a better view of what's going on there.
Yeah, I want to survey the area and try to see how many guards there are.
Alright. As Bryn told you, pretty much all the guards are on the outside of the manor. They're not in the manor itself. That you can see, at the very least. There's no one patrolling the grounds. But there are, every 10 minutes or so, a pair of guards that walk by the outside of the manor house.
Okay, so every 10 minutes. How many guards did I notice in the general?
In the general vicinity, near this manor house, not as many as near the other manor houses.
Okay. So, like you said, security is more lax.
Security is definitely more lax here.
Windows, first floor.
There are a few windows on the first floor, and as you circle around, you do notice there are two doors. There are the double doors that lead in, and there are, shuttered windows around the first floor. Except along the western wall, there are no windows at all. At least not on the first floor.
Okay.
Along the back, there are smaller, dustier windows, but there is also what looks like a servant's entrance.
Okay, can I check the servant's entrance? Is it locked?
It is locked, but from the way, you turn the handle just a little to feel, and you're like, oh, this is definitely a cheap lock.
Alright, okay. I can't, no lights on, so if I peered inside, I wouldn't really see much at all.
Probably not, no. But you do have your, rat's paw.
Yeah. That light didn't put up to the window. Do I see anything in there, or how's it look inside?
If you move over to one of the windows, you see it's a stone passageway. It's only about 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, and it goes, as you move down, the length of the back of the house.
Okay. I'm just trying to think, if he had a tier of a god, where the hell would you keep it at? Someplace safe. I don't see anything looks like a basement entrance, right?
Not from your Windows purchase, no.
And it doesn't look like anyone's moving about inside, right?
Not that you can see, no.
And the guards are mostly on the outskirts. No, pretty much on the outside of the manor.
Yep.
Let's go pick the servant's lock real quick.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me a thieves' tool check.
17. I am proficient in it, so 24.
24. You definitely get that lock open. With the slightest of clicks, the door opens, and you enter M4.
And I close that door nice and quietly. Got my candle lit.
Filthy pots caked in grease and mold line the counters of this kitchen. Nubs of candles lay burned out in their holders. Piles of detritus and empty bottles are cast about the floor, making it impossible to move about without stepping in something unpleasant. A door in the north wall, the one you just came through, leads outside and was most likely used for deliveries. To your left as you enter is a long hallway. You don't see the end of it, but you did follow it through the windows. It's a stone hallway that leads to... From outside, you would have seen that there is a curve, but you don't see where it goes to. You are currently standing in a kitchen. It goes the entire side of the house, and now you know why there's no windows on the side. You don't want to give the servants something nice to look at. You want to, keep them working. But at the end of the hall, on the left-hand side, there is a door.
Let's go see. Just go check out that door.
Alright, so you head down and you check out that door. It is not locked.
Yeah, I want to try to open it slowly and peek in.
Alright. Rats scurry about the torn sacks of wheat, grain, and flour. What hasn't been taken by the rats has long since met its end to mold and mildew. A staircase in the corner is easily accessed by a clear path from the door.
What the hell happened? This house seems like it's been fucking abandoned. Holy shit. I'm starting to doubt this tier being here now. Let's try to go up the stairs without alarming the rats too much.
Down the stairs. This goes into the
down.
basement.
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 Basement. Alright. I go into the basement.
Right, the rats don't bother you as you go, because you walk through the path. You're not kicking their food around or the bottles and scaring them. So you head down the stairs?
Yep.
The stairs beneath your feet creak and groan quietly as you descend into the chill of the stone cellar below. Large casks of what you can only assume are ale line the walls, tapped and ready to be drunk from. An alcove on the eastern wall leads to another room. So there are these massive, 10-foot wide casks of ale.
Okay. That's all that's down here?
That's all that's down there. Well, there's also the alcove you haven't gone into.
Let's go check out the alcove.
So you work your way around to the alcove. In the center of this room stands a small table with 4 chairs arranged haphazardly around it. Empty bottles and goblets are scattered about the floor, while the walls are lined with multitudes of wine bottles on wooden stands, corks pointed outward.
So I'm guessing drinking area.
Looks like that. It's kind of a weird setup.
Weird enough for me to investigate?
Weird enough for you to investigate if you'd like to roll.
17.
That is exactly what you needed.
I got +6. Yeah. 11 +6. Boy.
So you're looking at these, the way these shelves are lined up, and there's bottles all over the floor, but none of these bottles have been touched here, none of these bottles touched here, except these bottles don't have dust on them, which is weird. So you reach up and you touch one of the bottles and you hear a click. And a secret door opens. And you see a long, dark hallway ahead of you.
Okay, now I'm gonna go silently down this hallway now.
Alright.
I guess some sneaky business here.
Roll me a stealth if you're moving silently.
But of course. That's not that great. 10, 15.
A long, dark path twists ahead of you, leading deeper into the moss-caked stone. The walls seem to close in on you, getting tighter and tighter, until suddenly, the path opens into a 15 by 20 foot room. Against the south wall, the stone visage of a woman covered in sores stands nearly to the 15-foot ceiling. Her hair is matted, and her face is hidden behind a steel mask, revealing only slits for eyes. At her feet, the form of a man struggles and tears at his own throat, an ornate box open in front of him. A voice fills the air. His mind and soul rotted long ago. He has become mine. The tear he drank was shed in laughter at the foolishness of mortals. Let us see the value of the so-called champion. I would like for you to roll initiative.
Fuck!
You motherfuckers and your ability to go the complete direct route.
I've done this twice to you now, Brian. I love it.
This is literally the 5th time JJ has literally in all of our games just gone straight to like the boss, many or otherwise.
Here's the problem, he's doing it alone and I expected him to have friends.
I didn't expect to run into it, problem. I just wanted to locate the object and then leave.
You located it?
I didn't expect the object to be alive. The object said,
Sorry,
hey.
Nicole, your ship is dead.
I was like, hey, I'm alive. The object, me. That's not what I signed up for.
I mean, it was a good ship. It was such a good ship.
You were fun. Jelltur was fun.
My initiative is 19.
Alrighty. Oh, he rolled a natural 1 for his initiative, so at least you have that going for you. Point being, you get to go first.
Cool. I shoot an arrow at it.
Roll to hit.
Wait, what am I exactly looking at? I'm looking at a guy.
As it stands up, it is no longer guy-shaped. The muscles underneath his skin are exposed. The skin is green, rotten, and torn away. His fingers extend into claws, and his teeth are now jagged.
Now, what was the thing that talked to me? Was that like a
statue? It was the voice of the statue.
A fucking statue.
Quick, make a religion check.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Wow, fucking plus. Religion is intelligence, isn't it?
Yep.
So 21. Yeah, 21.
You are looking at a statue of Sulanus, goddess of disease, pestilence, and necrosis. She takes the form of a leprous woman with oozing wounds wearing a steel mask. Her sigil is a thorn dripping with poison.
Cool. And the box that I'm going to assume had a tear in it. That box is empty now, I'm assuming.
Yep, he drank the tear of a neutral evil goddess.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, I shoot him. Yep. I shoot an arrow at him.
Roll to hit.
16 plus 7, so
That'll hit.
7 points of damage.
Alrighty. And then I'm assuming...
And then I bonus action dash 50 feet.
Alright.
I go, fucking idiot. Shoots. Leaves.
You only move
50
feet, you say?
Don't tell me it catches me.
Oh, it definitely catches up to you.
Oh my
It
Lord.
comes around the corner. It can't attack you because it takes its movement and action to get to you, but it is right there, and you watch your arrow just fizzle, like it dissolves in the skin, and the skin closes. Oh, wait a minute. No, the skin doesn't close. Your damage actually stays. You take damage instead.
Because he's close to me?
Yep. As he just sprays rot at you. You're gonna take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Cool. Going to... Fuck. I'm not gonna I'm gonna disengage and bonus dash.
So you're like up the stairs at this point, or you're to the stairs. This thing just lumbers right up behind you, and you are within 5 feet of it when it ends its turns.
I'm not taking knock attack from this thing.
You take 19 points of necrotic damage from being near this thing.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. Fuck it, I'll just take the up attack. I'll move 75 feet.
Alright, so he will swing at you. With one of his claws rather than his bite. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, but I'll use uncanny dodge.
Alright. So it'll be 9 slashing and 8 necrotic, halved to 4 slashing and 4 necrotic, so 8 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But that will actually get you out the door and up. So now we can actually move into more of a chase scene kind of thing where you're not just taking damage every turn.
I go up. I go up.
So you just burst out and fly up. And you actually see a couple guards, like, turn and look, because you're just going. You're not even trying right now to hide. You're just going. They just turn and they're like, what the hell? They, like, go for their bows. And then this thing smashes out of the house, starts climbing up the side of the house, and they're like, oh, shit! And so they're going to take a couple shots at this thing. And they'll both hit.
Holy fuck.
And they'll both die.
Yeah, they... Together, they did 4 points of damage, and this thing's going to turn its attention at them. And that's when the screaming starts.
I just keep going up. I just keep going up, Brian. I just need to go up.
Alright, so you go up, you're flying up, and you see this thing just tear into these guards, just start ripping them apart. Like, their bodies are being torn apart, and then they start fusing into its skin.
Oh no.
I don't like that.
Why do
I
I feel
gotta
that's healing it?
I blame Jelltur.
I do too.
This is what happens when you split the party!
Bonus action. I'm gonna take a health potion real quick.
Alright. So here's the thing, it's just gonna rampage through the castle district at this point.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I think I'll just go straight to the tavern.
Alright. So it'll only take you a couple minutes to get to the tavern. And you guys back at the tavern, there's singing, there's dancing, there's fighting. You're having a grand old time.
It's been a great night, like really.
Oh yeah, I give Piper, Scratch, and Scale a friendship bracelet.
Everybody has friendship bracelets. Except
Yay!
And Kreg, the alchemist, would have tended to you. You get 12 hit points back.
Oh, thank you. Also, Brian, how long was he gone? Was it about an hour? Just curious.
That's the thing. He left when your fight happened,
Yeah.
so it probably wouldn't have been. If it only took him like 5 minutes to get back from it, he was probably only gone for about 15.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop a potion, just because Craig's just like, my shoulder's a little sore, I'm just feeling a little...
Or you can wait till, like, he bursts through the doors, like, trolling the dungeon.
Alright, fine.
I'm sorry, does this match up with the... Hey, where's Jelltur? Oh, he left a while ago. Boom!
Yeah, so if suddenly, Jelltur, or actually, Jirage...
I have the helmet. What is that? That's an owl, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an
you
owl
said
face, yeah.
owl-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you just burst through the door of the tavern?
Yeah, I burst through the door of the tavern and go to the bar.
Alright, so you all are like, where's Jelltur? He's gone. And all of a sudden, the doors burst open, and this has to be a halfling. It has to be a halfling.
He is...
Like, by the size.
Yeah, he's 2 inches taller than Jelltur.
Jelltur?
Yeah, this one's shorter than Jelltur. He's wearing an owl mask. He's halfling sized, yeah, but he's definitely not Jelltur.
Never mind.
I go straight to the bar and ask for a drink, Brian.
Alright, you are handed a drink.
While his blood is pouring down me. Thanks.
You're welcome, yeah, right there.
All eyes are on him.
Yeah, the bar is kind of like, this bloody halfling just walked in here.
Yeah, there's
And your blood is kind of blackened as well.
Yeah, there's some crazy shit going down in the castle district right now.
Crazy shit? Like what?
Oh, some guy looked like he's dying, decrepit, skins, looks like a fucking rabid, monstrous zombie. Yeah.
I feel like there should be a little bit more urgency in this kind of situation.
The guards.
You are currently giving it.
The guards got it, I think. I saw 2 of them get mauled.
And that is when you hear the blood-curdling scream, followed by the sound of flesh tearing.
I finished my drink.
I pop the potion.
I finished my drink, Brian.
Yeah, just lift the little nozzle that Flynn made for you, just gulp down the gullet, closes. Fuck.
I think it followed me.
And you guys look out,
What
and
did
this
here?
this thing just grabs a woman by her head and squeezes until her head pops, and just starts. He puts it to its mouth and starts just slurping what's coming out.
Bar?
No, not at the bar. Outside of the bar. Not physically in the building with you, but you like look out the door that didn't close behind this halfling as this 10-foot tall creature just grabbed something by the head, this woman by the head, and popped it like a cherry.
We should go.
We should roll initiative.
Yeah, we
We should roll initiative.
Holy shit!
Wow, JJ. Look at what you did.
There's
That is
fucking up,
a-
and then there's this.
That is a 6 for Piper.
Yeah. So this probably makes all the shit Kreg has done in the past seem not so bad.
Oh, I killed him with my bare hands. That thing, on the other hand, is doing a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Brian, do I keep my original initiative or do you want me to reroll?
No, re-roll a new one. The to be fair, the rot troll got a new one as well.
Oh, cool.
Brian, I'm assuming I'm at disadvantage for a lot of this stuff.
Any ability check, yes.
8.
Alright, well, I got the same initiative as last time, because I rolled it at 15.
Alright, sweet. That's 6.
Kradod has 16.
Kradod has 16. And Piper dead last.
Which is fine. And when I get a chance, you're gonna have to add something else to your initiative. By the way.
Alrighty.
I hope your friend who went missing is all right out there.
Kradod says as an arrow flies right past their face. And you just see, no one knew Scale was carrying a bow. The bow just appeared in her hand. She drew back and fired. She didn't even stand up from her chair. She just released.
Holy shit.
7. 23 points of damage on that attack.
Oh, yes.
Assassinate.
Yep. Only good for the first turn of combat.
She just vroom, vroom, and then she goes, "Okay, Dad, you're up," and she just ducks under the table. And her stealth roll on that one is a 19.
Good.
Nicer. Brings a tear to my eye.
Jelltur, your name now again, remind
Jirage.
Jirage.
me. Jirage. I'm gonna write it down. Jirage, you are up.
Alright, well, first things first, I bonus have to take my last healing potion because I only had made sure I had 2 of them.
Alrighty.
I have a question. Does this
Answer.
thing count as undead? I assume it is.
I would call it undead, yeah. But Jirage, you have your action and movement. So what are you doing
How
with
far is that? How far is that pit hole from me?
that? Probably only about 20 feet.
Cool. I take a shot at the damn thing and want to fucking go down the pit.
So you run to angle yourself so you can take a shot. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Crit. Too bad I've got sneak
Nice.
attack. Too bad I've got sneak attack. Ah,
Too bad you don't have sneak attack.
dude, that sucks so much actually right now. That would have been a total of 8d6. Cool. 6 plus 10 points.
10 points of damage to it. Alrighty. And then you just jump back over the side.
Yep.
Do you activate the boots to do that, or do you just drop?
Before I hit the ground, I activate the boots.
Alright, so you just drop down, activate the boots, so you hover for like an inch over the sand.
Yeah. Oh. Jesus
Alright.
Christ almighty.
Kradod, you are up.
Well, we should go get it. Okay. Yeah,
You leap into
I
battle.
leap into battle. Exactly. Yeah.
You draw your weapon, smash it against the shield, and you run into battle.
For the Temple of Blazing Glory.
Holy shit.
right, well, let's start by rolling 17.
That will hit.
Okay, good. And if it landed, I want to do some radiant damage.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
smites you can decide to do it after if you know you hit or not. So
Yeah. So if you use a first level spell, you get to add 3d8 because it is technically undead.
All right, I rolled a 4, so plus 4 is 8.
8. Alright. So then you get to roll 3d8 radiant damage.
5, 2, 7.
So 14 total. Alright, so just wham! You hit it that hard. It staggers. Now you get to roll 2d8 plus 6, and that's how many temporary hit points you get.
Okay.
Oh, are you using your channel divinity?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
Okay.
I'm
got
right
it.
next to it.
Got it.
You said plus 6, so that's 13 extra hit points.
So you're gonna get 13 extra hit points, and that was your first attack.
Oh! Let's hit it again, I hope. I rolled a 17.
Plus numbers will definitely hit.
Okay. And this is just 1d8 now.
You can choose to burn another spell slot and use another Divine Smite if you like.
I should probably smite again, right?
It's probably a good idea considering
Well, I
you are
have
now
health.
standing alone against this thing.
Alright, let's smite it again.
And if you want to use a second level, because you have that, you can make it 4d8 of damage instead of 3.
No, I'll stick with the 2 then.
Sounds good.
So same deal. I roll the 1d8 plus 4, and then I roll another 3d8.
Correct.
So that was 9. 12 radiant.
Perfect. Alright. So with 2 mighty hits, this thing is shook. It was just ripping people apart the whole way here, and suddenly, this guy. This guy. So, it is now the troll's turn.
It's a troll?
It is technically called a rot troll. So it's going to make its 3 attacks against you.
3 attacks.
Yep. So that is a 14 to hit you with the bite.
Yeah, no.
Alright. So it goes to bite you, you interpose your shield, you're like, fuck you!
It breaks a tooth.
Yep. Then the claw comes around for a 23.
Yeah, that does hit.
So the claw will make contact. That's 12 points of slashing damage and 6 points of necrotic. So grand total of 18 damage to you. And the second claw attack is a 17 plus 8 to hit. So is going to do 11 more damage total. 7 slashing, 4 necrotic.
Got it.
So he's going to end his turn within 5 feet of you, which means you're going to take 2d10 necrotic damage. As he, sprays rot out of his body.
That's gross.
It is. Just all that nasty, gross troll juice spraying all over you for 7 points of necrotic
You're
damage.
rolling that damage.
Yep. 7 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that is the troll's turn. Scratch, you are up.
There he goes. He went up to it. Alright, I guess we have to fight it. And I stand up. Munara, damn it.
I cast Hunter's Mark on him,
Alrighty.
and you said it's rotting?
It's rotting, yes.
Oh, this will be pleasant on the claws.
Oh yeah, you're gonna need a manicure after this shit.
Yep. So I will go up and I will attack it.
Alright. You run up, roll to hit.
I'm out of health potions. Oh no, Kradod's.
That is an 18 plus to hit.
That will hit.
11 points of damage.
Nice.
Second attack. That is a 10 to hit.
That will miss. So your one fist goes into like the squelching, rotting flesh, and you pull it out like, ugh, and you're shuddering as you throw the next punch, and you just whiff.
Oh, and of note, my attacks bypass magical resistance.
Yep, doesn't matter. You're good. Kreg,
Okay, how far away is this thing? Like from
only like 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Well, Kreg is just like, shit. And I'm going to rage.
Alrighty.
And I'm going to start with the javelin to its ugly face.
Alright.
Alrighty, so roll. Yeah. And I'm gonna do it recklessly. Okay, is that?
Alrighty.
Yeah, I think I can do that. So.
Yeah, it just gives you advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's 2 15s plus 8.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yep, cool, neat. So that's 8 points to its ugly face.
8 points to its ugly face.
Alright, so that's my turn, and also I'm going to pop a potion. Oh, wait, no.
You get 2 attacks.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting that. Gotcha.
Very important.
Another 15 plus 8. So,
That'll do it.
another javelin. 9 points.
9 points of damage. Alright. So it's got javelins sticking out of its chest. It's got deep wounds in it. Piper, you are up.
How far from the door?
I don't know how far from the door you decided to be, but it's like 20 feet.
So I will go to the door and then like 10 feet to the left of the door. Just kind of grab my mule because this looks real fucking bad. We need some help. I'm gonna do conjure animals to get 2 dire puppies.
Alright, the dire wolves appear. And what is their initiative?
That would be a 12.
A 12. I think they match the troll.
Their dex is a +2. It's 15.
So they beat the troll.
But they kind of appear on either side of Kradod. Just
And
to
what
like.
do you plan to do anything with your bonus action, with your movement? Oh, you moved already, so bonus action or anything?
I can bonus action inspire Kradod. Smite him real good.
I'm being so inspired.
Alright.
That's a D8 to when you need it. That's it.
Alright. So, Scale fires off an arrow, but she doesn't make contact. She rolled a 15. She didn't hit.
That is why I did not stay in the door.
Yep. But she goes back down to her hiding place, but you guys can kind of see her, like, she's not used to fighting this kind of thing. She's used to fighting people. Or
Yeah, we're not
animals.
People who haven't noticed her.
Yeah, this is something entirely out of her, She's not, like, freaking out, but she's, like...
I
She's not like
became a
this-
huntress this morning.
Yeah, and now there's a fucking troll, and not a normal troll. This is a
not?
back-assward troll. But that's gonna bring us to Jirage, who is at the bottom of the fighting pit.
Cool. I fly up to 20 feet. What do I see?
You see the troll surrounded by these people that don't know you, and they're fighting the troll.
Oh, I'm shoot it. I'ma shoot it.
All right, roll to hit.
16 plus 7.
That'll hit.
And now I do get sneak attack as per odds here and scratch. 14 points between 4d6. Because I rolled 2 once. Yeah. And I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take the rest of the movement to. I'm gonna take my bonus action to dash out and into an alley. Yeah, out the.
Oh, out the
Into-
door!
into-
You just
yeah.
voom,
Into an alleyway. Into a nearby alleyway.
You're gonna have to burn this disguise.
Yeah.
That's gonna bring us to Kradod.
So, I'm the only one who's like up on it, right?
Scratch is
and the
there,
bears.
and you have
Wolves.
you have a pair of dire wolves that are like growling at it.
All right, well, let's hit it again.
All right, roll to hit.
Hit number 1. Roll to 17.
That'll definitely hit. Its AC is 16, so
Yes, but I'm rolling well.
true.
Now, knock on wood. Okay, so it's the D8. 1d8 plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's 9.
All right.
And-
Do you smite.
Yeah, let's smote again. So that's another 3d8. Just 3d8.
Yep.
Roll the 7, a 1, and a 1.
All right. So Kradod, you bring your axe up, and you're short. You're a dwarf. You're short. But this thing is reeling from getting shot. So you see your moment. You see this window, and you bring the blade down right into its skull and split its head in half. And then the flash of holy light drives your blade down into its chest, down to its waist, and it accordions out and flops to the ground, oozing into the streets. For a moment, everything is silent. And then there's just, yeah!
Blazing glory!
As Kradod fells the beast. It had 13 hit points when that happened. I knew Kradod was getting the kill.
Yeah.
That's really good for Kradod, isn't it? That should be really good.
Oh, it's very
Feels
good.
very good
They'll
about
be
themselves.
invited back into the temple now.
Oh, I've saved people.
So, everyone, Kradod, you're enjoying this moment.
Oh.
Scratch, you're looking around, and then it gets quiet. Piper, it gets quiet. Kreg, it gets quiet.
Oh no.
Jelltur, it gets quiet. Time freezes around you.
Oh, god damn it.
Maybe my siblings have sense in their heads after all. I have always been one to love drawing out the inevitable end. I suppose you came for the tear. Unfortunate how it was used. Here, take this instead, and may it bring you slowly to your end.
And those of you that are not, running away, see in the body of the troll a tear-shaped gem. And in its center pulses an image of a thorn dripping with something. And then it just shifts and changes into this twisted, barbed band. It looks like something that would go around your arm, but it would tighten around it and probably cause you damage if you were to wear it, but it pulses and you feel something similar to what you felt when you picked up your own item from a god. And then time resumes.
So is this floating there?
Was what?
Is it just floating there?
No, it's on the ground. Like, you saw it in your mind's eye because you weren't there, but you're gone.
I'm not going. I'm nearby alleyway. I wasn't just gonna leave them.
Right, but you're not where you can see this thing.
Gotcha.
You saw it change in your mind's eye, and then now you're back to normal.
It's pretty
You can't
much
see what's going on.
Scratch and Kradod. That would probably be the only
Well,
two that...
So right now, Scratch and Kradod are there.
Scratch and Kradod are there, but Kradod did not get the vision because Kradod is not a champion.
No, but Kradod did. Unless there's some reason Kradod would not be able to see the tier, I rolled for perception.
No, it wasn't there when you were cheering. You were enjoying your moment. Time froze for you.
So I
The
wouldn't
tier
have seen
appeared.
the thing.
You wouldn't have seen any of that. You could
Okay,
look
cool.
down and see the armband now, but you wouldn't have seen the tier in the first place.
Fine, fair. I rolled perception and I got 10. So
You're enjoying your moment.
I-
Your name is being cheered.
You're lucky.
People want to lift you off the ground and buy you drinks.
I kind of holster my viol and walk over.
I mean, I'm right there, so I what is it?
It's an armband, but it's made out of metal and it's barbed.
So I reach down and I pick it up, just yeah.
It does have kind of a dark energy to it when you pick it up. Like, you know this thing's not good.
I'm carrying it by a claw.
Let's...
And I just, yeah.
Scratch, do you just want to put it in the bag for now?
Yes.
I just kind of open my bag.
Yeah.
What kind of bag?
Just my normal traveling bag.
Alright, as soon as you drop it in there, the spikes stick out of it. They pierce right through the bag. It doesn't fall out of the bag, but when you put it in there, shink.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out the alleyway. Hey,
Yes?
thanks for the help.
Yeah.
Really helped me out back there. That's cool.
You're welcome, I suppose.
That band you just put in your bag is actually something I was hired to get. So, if I could just have that, be on my way.
Kreg kind of steps in front of him, and literally just like he's not letting him near the bag.
The puppies also growl.
I'm like, fuck you, you ran away.
I'm not getting that close. I'm talking.
That's fine. Kreg is still gonna move, going in between Piper and you.
He's like the bodyguard thing.
Yeah, and I have two. The dire puppies are still here.
That's fine. I just want the thing I was hired to grab. That's all.
Sorry. No.
Yeah. Who assigned you to retrieve this exactly?
I'm not going to give up my contacts now.
Oh, then we're not giving you the bracelet.
If Kradod sees, and let me know, Brian, if you want me to roll perception, because if Kradod sees this craven coward who brought this horrible demon upon the good people of Mace and then ran like a coward into the night.
Roll me a perception check.
I
Roll me a
will.
perception check, yeah.
5.
You are getting free drinks. People are they're like
praising
you're getting the claps on the shoulder.
Okay, all right.
You are the center of attention and beloved by all.
And I've never had that.
People like me. They really like me.
This friendship bracelet really works.
But what if I said a friend hired me to acquire this? That
Need
suffice?
more information than that.
We would not care.
Craig's not moving and the axe is getting higher up.
I'm not approaching him. I am keeping 30 feet away from them.
As you should.
As you should.
So if I give you a name of the person that hired me, you'll give me the bracelet?
We'll consider it.
I won't consider
Gigi,
it.
what's your passive, by the way?
13.
Okay.
Considering not really gonna
It's at least us being willing to consider it.
Also, I am also keeping an eye on that bag, by the way.
Yep, you're keeping an eye on the bag. You're keeping an eye on this guy.
Talk.
It's a halfling fellow. Yeah, I don't feel good about doing this. It's quite frankly not worth it. You guys enjoy the bracelet, and I start moving away.
Kreg is just eyeing him as he walks away.
I walk backwards with my hands up. I still put my hood up, and I walk into an alleyway in the distance.
So you walk out of the darkness, or you walk away from them.
Yep.
And as you walk down the alley, right in front of you, your dagger hits the ground.
I look up.
You just see the pair of golden eyes blink and vanish.
She is my new favorite character.
Her stealth was like 27, her sleight of hand was like 19. I don't think any one of you saw her pick his pocket.
Nope.
I picked the dagger up and put it back where it belongs.
Is he missing anything else?
She only grabs the dagger.
So,
Alright.
we currently have a very powerful artifact that we should probably take to your vicar. I think would be the safest place for it.
Scale skulks up behind you.
Oh, you'll have to go
We'd
find
have
Kradod
to
in
extract Kradod from
the crowd of
true.
admirers.
the admiring crowd.
I mean, we could let them have their glory and we could bring it.
My blazing glory! Oh, but think of how
I mean,
good it would look for Kradod's boss
I-
to also be able to bring that in.
Yeah. No,
Does it have to, like, you could pull me away in like 10
Well,
minutes.
no. I feel that Kreg would kind of like, as they're about to pull him away, Kreg kind of grabs you by the arms and be like, 5 minutes. Give them 5 minutes.
Let him have this.
Yeah.
Brian, in the meantime, I'm gonna sneak back to where I left my disguise and get that back on.
Tail between your legs.
Yeah, listen, I'm not. The thing is, Jirage and Jelltur are friends, so he's not going to sell them out. So,
True. So, Jelltur gets himself put together while Kradod is celebrated.
I'll probably spend the night somewhere else.
Alright. Jelltur gets himself situated, finds himself a place to stay. Kradod is celebrated for 5 minutes or maybe a little longer, depending on how charitable you guys feel, as you have Solanus' band in your bag, ready to take to the vicar, having gained some renown here in the District of Law.
This has been the Reliably Chaotic podcast. Champions of Solane is an original Dungeons & Dragons adventure written by Bryan Scharf using the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition rule set published by Wizards of the Coast. My name is Bryan Scharf, and I've been your DM. You can reach me at ReliableDM on Twitter.
My name is Nicole Summers, and I play Piper.
This is Jair, also known as JJ, and I play the character of Jelltur Jactus.
This is Matthew Reed, and I play Scratch.
This is Andrew Brown, and I play Kreg.
Greetings, listener. It is I, Sara, and I portray fan favorite Kradod Deephead.
Theme music by Adrian von Ziegler. All other music by Kevin MacLeod on the Incompetech website and Adrian von Ziegler. Detailed information about music in this episode is provided in its description. Music for this episode was selected by Nicole Summers. The episode was edited by Matthew Reed with assistance from Sara. Contact us out on Twitter at Reliably Chaotic, email us at reliablychaotic@gmail.com, or join our Discord server by following the link in our description. If you like our show and would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron by going to patreon.com/reliablychaotic or by leaving a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. It really does help a lot. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you again in our next adventure.